Thank you, Braden and Karen. And now we're going to get to the question portion. They're organized and sort of organized into background, qualifications, experience with the Democratic Party, and plans for the future. So, and they do only have 3 minutes, and so we've suggested they get to their point right away and then elaborate later, so they're not just getting to their point and they get timed out, kind of like Karen did. So the first question, and this time I'm gonna start with Braden, and it is, why do you want to be the county chair?
That's a great question. You know, I've been preparing to be county chair for years, and I've made my home here in Williamson County. I bought my home a number of years ago, and as soon as I got here, I was scooped up by the Clinton campaign early in the primary and became the Williamson County representative for the primary. We went through that race, and I was immediately hired on as the campaign manager for Jamie Lynn's run for county attorney in 2008. And as many of y'all may remember, we gave them a run for their money. We turned out more votes than any countywide candidate has ever gotten since then or previously. In my 4 months with Jamie, I raised over $40,000 for his campaign, besting previous WCDP fundraising records for the county party and most any other countywide candidate, previous to then and since then. In the last few years, I've taken a break from the WCDP and I've become heavily involved in my labor union. I have been greatly blessed to become a professional firefighter. It is a dream come true, and I'm active and involved in my local labor union. And I've been fighting for the rights of firefighters, paramedics, and EMTs for the last few years, recognized by the state association and sent to Washington, D.C. to be trained by the best in the business to run political campaigns. 2014 is our opportunity. It's not 2012. We need to learn from those mistakes. It's not 2010. We have greater opportunity. And when I look at where we're at as a party here in 2014, I don't want to see us make the same mistakes of yesterday. We can't judge our successes by likes on Facebook or the same 60 people at every happy hour. We need to judge ourselves in the way that Battleground, Texas judges themselves. They showed up 8 months ago and have made more phone calls, reached more voters, and had more activity than we've seen in years. I don't want us to make those same mistakes moving forward. So when I look to run, I come to you with a plan that has leadership at the top, that has fundraising as our primary goal. I'm not willing to settle that we don't have paid staff. I want to fundraise to make sure that we run a professional campaign operation. And so when I talk to y'all today about my plan and my vision, it comes from the heart. It comes from somebody who's ready to make the full-time commitment to each one of you, to work tirelessly every day, just as I did for Jamie, just as I did for Carl when we got him elected, just as I did for Patty when we won her election. And I'm asking you to put your trust in me to help bring us to the top and win here in 2014. Thank you.
Repeat the question.
Why do you want to be the county chair? And before you get started, I would just like to say, Jerry Covey is going to walk through the room, so if you would like a 3x5 card and pencil, just raise your hand. Okay, sorry, Ms. Karen.
I am running for the county chair because I think I've been darn good at being your county chair. And I have to say that I think that the denigrating comments that the same 60 people keep coming to our happy hours is misleading. We move all around the county. We have new people every single time. We have different people every single time. We are building a fellowship in Williamson County, and one of the places that we do that most effectively is at our happy hours. I believe that the evidence that we have built our base is I hate talking publicly. That we have built our bases in the increase in our attendance at our party meetings. I have instituted a guest speaker at every one of our monthly meetings, which has been critical for making sure that people in our county party are familiar with the people who are our leaders and the issues that are important. We are currently set to hire the person who's going to be the professional coordinator for the Williamson County's candidates for their coordinated campaign. And we are on, oh heck. The coordinated campaign is going to require us to be involved communicating. We've got 9 candidates this time. That's the most candidates that we have had running for local elections, for county elections, since the late 1990s. And we need to have an effective coordinated campaign to make that happen. But perhaps the most exciting thing that's occurring right now is our future plans, is the campaign school that we're developing for the candidates here in Williamson County. We've begun lining up experts to teach the best practices for campaign fundraising, conducting opposition research, developing effective messages, speaking in public with the media, gaining unpaid media coverage, and organizing block walks, phone banking to register Democratic voters and get out the vote. 2014 is going to be our best coordinated campaign ever, and I have set up the basis to make sure that that happens. I think that the most important job of the county chair is to build the base and to communicate. We have so many tentacles that are involved. We need to be involved with the state party. We need to be involved with Battleground Texas and the excellent job they're doing to get out the vote by registering voters and ultimately to get out the vote. And I would like to say that if we do not communicate effectively with county chairs that share our candidates, that we...
Thank you, Karen. Actually, this next question may give you a chance to finish, because I think you